another team, man, it's a unique situation right now. Obviously, the Nets are the presumed favorites to come out the East, according to the masses and the hype beasts of the
Hey,
world.
yay.
But you head out west, man. I think there's another team that I don't even think it's hype beast. I just think that we know the title and the quest of the finals runs through Los Angeles, and I ain't talking about the Clippers just yet, but I'm talking about the Lake Show.
Yes, sir.
Off to a solid start this season, obviously, but an injury to AD's got me nervous, man, on several fronts, man. I mean, obviously, AD being hurt, that alters their championship contention window significantly.
Man,
You know,
it alters a lot, actually, man. Just to agree and to add on to that point, man. Some people were saying like LeBron's falling out of that MVP conversation.
God, here we go, man.
I'm not one of those people, but people are talking like that.
I can't believe that, bro. Like,
I read a whole article, bro. They talking like that, and it kind of makes sense a little bit because from their standpoint, they were saying this is the time where you got to show that you can still make it move like without him. You know what I mean? Without AD.
Yeah,
but they could have been jumping ship too because it was a couple games.
There's a couple games.
He smoked that one at the free throw line, bro. That nigga LeBron, these free throws on nigga.
This is nothing new. This has been a historic issue for King James, man. The brother does not want to be at that line down the stretch, man.
And then, too, you know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. Up until KD got injured, I feel like he was not sweating in them games, bro. That nigga's a beast. Now, he's super sweating. Like, yeah, it's hard now. This shit pause. It's a little bit too difficult for the old man.
Hey, it's man. Hey, no matter how old you get, bro, palms can still get sweaty. Pause. You know what I'm saying? you can still be, mom spaghetti can still hit at any given moment. That's just the game, man. That's sports and life in general. You can have ice in your veins, bro, but let something happen. Let somebody just come up and say your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
And it be true, that'll rock your world, bro.
I don't care who you are. You like, wait a minute, how you know? Snap.
Yeah.
Done.
That's exactly why I married it.
But you just never know, man. Like, that's why I love trash talk about the game too, man. 'Cause you just never know. Sometimes you got to take the gloves off, man, to whatever it takes to win, man. Shout out that moment will forever be epic for me, bro. I've never seen somebody break mentally in one moment like that, bro. Like over some trash talk.
It was insane, man.
Man.
But if anybody could have did, bro, it's that dude KG.
Man, one of the goals, bro, for me, man.
Tim Duncan, happy Mother's Day when he knew his mother passed. Like, damn, KG.
Call my man Charlie Villanueva, cancer patient. Bro. Like, come on, man. What is up with KG, man? Matter of fact, in the future, we definitely got the legacy of KG coming on one of the upcoming Throwback Thursdays, man. Because that's my boy, but boy, did he turn into a grumpy old man the older he got, boy.
Real talk.
He just, I don't know, man. KG kind of remind me like how Muhammad Ali, man, like when he aged, man, he just had to find different ways to win, bro. You know what I mean? Like he could, the legs wasn't like quite moving like how they used to. And, he just had to find like different ways to get inside people's heads, man. Rope-a-dope them, you know what I'm saying? Because I promise, bro, like that moment with Melo, bro, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. That's almost just as bad as, oh, you got George.
It's hilarious.
Like, oh, man, wow. But anyway, nah, man, I mean, even the GOATs, man, the GOATs can have their moments, man. I mean, Kobe had his moments, man, where, just everything ain't quite hidden. Like how, you go back to that 2008 Boston versus LA championship game, the championship finals, like.
Man, some
even
other
Ray
people
Allen
got. My bad.
Up?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you say your piece. Go ahead.
I was gonna say some other people say that it was other things at play more than just on the court, like them dudes with them whistles, bro.
Yeah,
they was affecting them games. But
I know. Yeah, true,
I
true, true,
can't
true.
complain as a Lakers fan, or yeah, I'm on hiatus as a Lakers fan, but I'm a Lakers fan.
No
But
doubt.
I can't complain with all the shit that went their way with the whistle not being blown. Like that shit,
Hmm.
I can't complain.
No doubt, man. Hey, there's some sketchy moments. One day we will talk about the referees and their antics in an upcoming episode.
Man,
For sure, because boy, I got a bone to pick with Tim Donaghy, Joey Crawford, and a couple others, boy, especially Joey Crawford.
yes,
I,
sir.
I still can't get over that, bro. How the hell you call technical on Tim Duncan and he's sitting on the bench, bro, laughing?
Cause
How?
he knew he was fucking up.
Mm-hmm. And just hitting with a tech, bro. I'm like, come on, man. That's like I'm going to get water, go get Gatorade, or I'm on the bike, and I'm laughing. All of a sudden, I get hit with a technical. Come on, bro.
Man,
That's weak.
super trash.
Super trash, man.
Man, speaking of, you see these random texts they giving to people for how they passing the ball. Like they threw JJ Redick out because he did a spin pass to the ref.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that about?
Bro,
Like, man.
they getting petty, man.
Yeah, man. Maybe we need to get some fans back in the building, bro, so they can be more distracted with the jaw jacking and them abusing them, bro. Because they hunting and pecking for some stuff now.
Real talk.
I'm over that. I'm like, what? We throwing texts for people passing the ball back to the ref? Come on, bro. I saw that. I was like, man, that is just corny. Like, there's no other way to describe that. Ah, man, I can't, man. But another new development, this just came off the press here today, man. What's going on with the Hawks, yo? They just fired Lloyd Pierce, man, like out the blue and mid-season.
It's crazy, bro. And I'm
Ah,
speculating until they release something. But probably, yeah, it's probably some locker room issues.
I'm
He
starting to
probably
sense.
lost some.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that, man, because they picked up some good quality pieces in the offseason, and I just can't pinpoint exactly what's going on, man. But everything's going to point to the guys that should be showing out and showing off, man. And that begs the question, man. Trae Young, we got Luka prospering down in Dallas. We got a couple other guys in that class doing well, and meanwhile, my man's not not quite in the playoff picture in the East. Team's taking a back seat. He ain't an all-star this year. What's going on with young Trey and the boys, man?
Man, it could be locker room issues because you remember they probably were on What's Beef 1.
Yeah, I remember we did touch on that subject.
Yeah,
On one of the
him and
prior What's Beefs, him and John Collins going at it.
yes, sir.
Yep.
So that could be playing, you know what I mean, playing a role.
Mm-hmm.
How long was oh boy they just let go the coach?
Oh, Lloyd Pierce. Basically 2.5 seasons, man. He was in his midway through his third year. And I'm like, and it sucks, man. That's another black head coach, man. It just gets canned early now. Ironically, they do replace him with Nate McMillan, who just so happened to be,
that's an upside.
That's the one drawback. 'Cause I felt Nate McMillan never should have got let go from Indy for whatever corny reason
Real
they
talk.
threw out there, but but nonetheless, I hate to see a guy lose his job, man. Over some petty stuff like that, man. It's really just kind of beyond his control, man. Like guys ain't rocking with each other. Guys ain't rocking with each other. Ain't like how it is back in high school and college, man, where you got a little bit more control over that. These are millionaires, man. Like,
yeah,
either they gonna fix it for the greater good, or they just gonna fall out. A coach has only got so much control over that.
That's real talk. And then you can't put that on him, pause, because if it's certain players talking like that, you gotta let those players move on, bro.
Mm-hmm. Got to. And I think that's where I think front offices fail teams at, man. It's just like, are you real? Like, I know the quickest thing is, the coach lost control of the team. I get that, but is it really the coach every single time, man, or is it, is it really like the personnel? Like, I understand you want to invest in guys, and you making deals, you're trying to worry about you fostering your talent, and hopefully you get the right person in there to make it work. But sometimes it's the talent, man. Like you gotta be good at evaluating talent and evaluating these situations for what they're for. You
Real
know,
talk.
like not every situation can be like how it is in Philly. You know, you bring in a Doc to replace a Brett Brown, and all of a sudden, you know, everything turns around for a squad that, you know, clearly has issues. But I don't know, man. I hope the Hawks pull it together, man. Too much talent in that locker room, too much talent, too much young talent on that team, man, for them to be
Real talk.
floundering like that, especially on the back end of the East, man. Like the
Man,
back end, you know, the back end of the East it's like the Wild West. You know what I mean? As far as like who's got a chance to get into the playoffs and who ain't in and out of it. Like, you know, I'm watching my boys right now. We about to drop one in Dallas, but heck, I mean, we 3 games out of it. But being in eighth, we're having a terrible season in Orlando. You know, Orlando's an afterthought. Like I had to quit watching, man. I'm like, why am I gonna watch them? Like, heck, you know, somebody's out for games here and there. Like half the team is out. I don't even recognize half these guys. And
man,
I'm usually like the dork paws that be keeping up with whoever's on what roster. I can't even keep up, man. This is
at this
crazy.
point, you pretty much just watching for the other players on the other team to just beat up your team.
Basically, yeah, I just watched Luca and Kristaps Porzingis. This dude just had which he'll probably be on Sports Center or something later. Dude just had a filthy tip dug over Vucevic, man. Like,
That's crazy.
disturbing. I mean, he kind of caught him off guard, but that was definitely a dope play. I can't knock the hustle. Another guy that we could have drafted, but hey, we had to settle for Mario Hezonja instead. Yep, I could thank the Knicks for that.
It's insane, bro. But yeah, last thing on the Hawks, bro. It's almost like they got too many shooters.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely should move John Collins for like a true create your own shot type of shooting guard, bro.
You think so? You think they need to go smaller and fix the backcourt instead versus
Nah, you got Clint Capella, but
I see what you're saying. You're saying could be get more like modernized. I get where you're going with that.
yeah,
Instead of having like those two guys that really, I mean, I know Collins can stretch the floor, but he's more of a traditional big than he is a hybrid stretch four. So I get what you're saying there. Yeah, I mean,
it's just a thought.
no doubt, no doubt. But lots of things to stay tuned for, man. Hopefully that the Hawks can pull it together and they can figure this mess out, man, because they are. Right now this is the danger zone for guys like Young, man. Year 3, yeah, you see other guys prosper. Contract talks about to come up soon, man. Hopefully they get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I still think he could be a beast because he's shown too many flashes of being a beast, like the 50-point game, bro. All that type of stuff. The shoot from the logo, that's like shock value stuff. But even I kind of like that new that new move that's kind of reminiscent of Steve Nash, where he would pull in front of somebody, get past them, and then just stop and then shoot when they ran into him to get the foul. Like, I kind of respect him for bringing back that, you know what I mean, finding ways to get to the line and shit. So, like, he's a creative player that's not trash. He just, I don't know if this system is right for him or if he feels confident still in the system, since somebody else can come out and be like, yeah, man, we shouldn't be running the game through him, bro. He trash. It's like, nah. John Collins didn't say that, but it was along those lines.
Oh,
so
it was along those lines.
Yeah, bro.
The chatter is real, man. The chatter is definitely real. So,
yes,
but nonetheless, current events, man, we got more coming, and obviously we got the All-Star weekend coming up, and the trade deadline's near. A lot of movements to be made here, so I want y'all to stay tuned. As we gonna stay tuned, we gonna holler at y'all in the next episode, man. The Triangle Offense, as always, man. Shout out to our producer Q, the mad genius man behind production and quality assurance.
Salute the GOAT.
Salute the GOAT, man. Young Gohan. So we'll holler at y'all on the next episode, man. The Triangle Offense, we out.
Peace.